So what I wanted to do today is I wanted to just talk about the different things that have happened since the ranked season started. What's going on, guys? What's going on? If you've seen anything cool in like the last like 24 hours or maybe like the 48 hours that you wanted to post, any bugs, anything, feel free to throw them in the Discord, like Valorant news. I'm probably gonna go through the official Valorant Reddit, see if there's any posts in there. I did want to talk a little bit about we talked about it yesterday, but Tens is retiring, and I think that he's retiring from at least competitive play, and I thought that was something worth mentioning. We watched the video yesterday on stream. I kind of wanted to give my take because I feel like a lot of people are just going to be bringing it up with me anyway. Overall, I think that like I don't have a place to like give my opinion on somebody's life, right? Like if the player feels like they want to retire, then like yeah, retire, dude. It was just like the same opinion when Skadoodle said that he wanted to take a break from T1. If Skadoodle didn't feel like he was performing well enough and he wanted to back out, yeah, fucking let him, dude. It's his fucking life. I don't think that our competitive rosters should be like the number one focus of this. They're playing a video game, right? And if they're not having fun playing the video game, then they can go do something else. These guys, like, they're trying to live their own life as well. For Tens, I think it makes the most sense for him to not play competitively, right? The comparison I kept making yesterday, and like now that I'm making this into a video, I can stop making this comparison on stream, but Tens is one of the best players in Valorant right now, at least mechanically speaking. And if he's struggling to win as one of the best players, right? And I'm not blaming his team. I'm not bringing his team down or anything. The reason I'm saying this is just because like it's a hard fucking game, and everyone like with competition, you're always battling other people, right? Maybe he's one of the best mechanically players, but like maybe they just like the team doesn't click or something like that, and it's just rough, you know? I don't think anyone specifically is bringing the team down. I just think that Cloud9 has struggled in the past, and like when you're playing at that level and you just like you struggle to win time and time again, you want to win. That's the point of the tournament, right? There's no way that's fun. There's no way that's fun competing in every single tournament and constantly losing, right? I guess they're not losing. They're coming pretty close, but like they're playing in like the tier 1 tournaments, but they're just like they're not performing as well as they'd like to. And at that point, it's like Tens is in a position to become the next Shroud, right? I mean, Shroud's obviously like at his peak right now, but like think of where Shroud was before he blew up. He was an incredibly gifted FPS player. He like decided that he was gonna stop playing professional Counter-Strike, and he switched to like PUBG and shit. And then he just started like streaming a shit ton and focusing on his content. And eventually he blew up to what he is today, where he just signed like what like the year ago. Signed the $3 million contract to Mixer. Quit Mixer after they shut down. Came back to Twitch. He just secured the bag, dude. Streaming's the way. Why would I don't know. I don't know how much money a professional gamer makes. Maybe like if you take for example like Bugha or something, he made like a ton of money playing Fortnite. And I'm sure there's people who made more money than Bugha playing Fortnite. I would make the assumption anyway. But it's just, is it worth it? Is it worth it time and time again to constantly be competing and like frustrated with like the progress that you're making and like trying to feel like you want to just you want to improve, you want to like prove yourself to the community? Or you can just be a streamer and you can fuck around and you can play Rust all day with all the other streamers who are having an absolute blast on the website. It's a no-brainer to me. I don't know. I think Tens is in a position where he could do this. I think Tens has really blown up in the last year. I think I could have seen this coming from a mile away, dude. Like, I think this is the best decision for him. I back him up entirely on it. I'm so excited to see what he does in the future. That's my take on the matter anyway. Not that anyone asked for my take. Actually, there's a lot of people who asked for my take, but I don't want like, I always worry that like the players I talk about in these videos are gonna see it and be like, why the fuck do we care what this guy says? And it's true. They should not fucking care what I say. I'm just some dude on the internet who like I'm just chilling here making dumb videos and shit, just trying to hang out. But thoughts on the new rank system? I think the new rank system, I like how I can see where my ranked is going. I don't like how they place me in gold 1. However, people keep coming into my stream, and I think this is applicable to throw into a YouTube video as well. Because yesterday I had a brief rant while I was tilted because I lost a couple games in a row. I was a little tilted. People keep coming into the stream saying, "Hey, homie, gold 1. Are you down bad? Were you silver last season?" No, I'm not down bad. And no, I was not silver last season. I ended the last season platinum 2. My act rank was D1, okay? This is how placements work. After you play your placements, motherfucker, you sit in and you were a silver player asking me if I'm down bad, you're gonna place bronze. I hate to inform you, but this is how placements work. They place you lower than the rank you were generally. I mean, I can't attest for every single person. There's probably that one dude that was like, I placed higher. But for the most part, it's going to place like every player about a division lower. So I was like plat 2, plat 1. I placed gold 1. You know, that's just how it works, right? It's just like the pro players who are sitting in Radiant they've got placed in Plat 3 because Plat 3 is the highest it can place you. It's not like they're down bad because they're placed in Plat 3. That's just how it works, dude. It's just how it works. Okay. Now that I've had that little rant, I do like how I can see my rating, though. It is cool that, like, I know how far I need to climb. So I'm at 44 rating. This is what they do in League 2. I'm at 44 rating. You noticed I lost 16 from each of these games, but I gained 26 from this game, which means that, like, it's nice knowing that although I lost 2 games, at least my win was impactful. It was like it was a plus 26 rating, and it wasn't even that massive of a win. It was like a 13-10 win. I think this is okay. I enjoy this, that I can, like, see the progress that I'm making. It is kind of annoying when you get the arrows and you're never really sure if you're about to promote or D-rank, particularly D-rank. I don't have a problem with the promote because it's normally pretty easy to tell when you have like a lot of wins. But the D-ranks are annoying because it'll be like loss, win, loss, win, loss, win, loss, win, D-rank when you lose. Yeah, it's just like, where did that D rank come from? Because it looked like I was like even, you know, it looked like I was like just kind of like struggling. I was like even, and then they just decided to D rank me. Like it's kind of weird when that hits you. So it's nice to know that that's not going to hit me. Like that's just not going to come out of any like nowhere. Also, you can't D rank unless you're at 0 rating. So I mean, like I don't think that you can win a game, lose a game, and then D rank anymore. I don't think that's a thing anymore. Can you not gain any rating on a tie, or do you not know yet? You do gain rating on a tie. You will gain 20 rating maximum. That is what I heard anyway. I think that's the number. I might be entirely wrong. I say it with confidence, but that's just because you should say everything with confidence. That's just how you should speak. This is a life lesson to you folks, okay? When you talk, don't talk like you're not sure, or people won't believe you. Say things with confidence and accept when you're wrong. That's how you do it. If you're wrong, I mean, don't go out like lying about shit. But like, if you're pretty fairly sure about something, you can just come in and say, yeah, this is how it is, right? And if somebody calls you out, oh, I'm so sorry, I didn't realize. I guess I was just wrong. It's okay to accept when you're wrong. That's alpha. But when you're wrong and you like deny it and you're like kind of like, oh no, I'm not wrong, you know, like that's when it's like that's not alpha. That's pretty lame. I've always been scared of ranked because I didn't want a bad rank, but I've decided that this act I'm going to be playing ranked in a lot because I'm not sure if it's the way you typed it or if I'm just having trouble reading this. I'm so sorry. I'm just going to play ranked a lot because I'm not going to get a better rank unless I play ranked. Yeah, you should play ranked. Honestly, you should. I don't think that there's any reason not to play ranked. Other than like a little bit of stress. Like if you feel like you're like stressed out about it, or like if you're playing with friends and stuff. But like when you're playing ranked, the thing is like it just gives you you have a ranked and unrated. I don't know if you know this. You do. You have an unrated MMR is what they call it. It's hidden because they're not trying to stress you out. But this is going to determine the players that you play against. That's why if I queue alone in an unrated, I'm going to be playing against players that are like they're all right. You know, like they're decently average. But if you take like a brand new player, like an iron player, and they queue into unrated, they're going to be playing against some iron players. You know, that's just how it works, right? The same thing's going to happen in comp, right? Like you're like, oh, that sounds very similar to like a competitive rating. Yeah, it is. If you queue into comp, you're going to get players around your skill rating. And if you queue into comp when you're iron, you're going to get players around your skill rating. You know, it's just how it works. Unrated is just created so there's no stress. So what if instead of caring about the rank of your gameplay, you care about the gameplay itself? And then you queue, and then you get to experience the growth process. You get to watch your growth as you do it, right? In my opinion, there's pretty much no reason not to play ranked. When I'm playing League nowadays, I just started playing only ranked. I used to play unrated. I played it unrated for like years, and then I'm like, why didn't I just play ranked this entire time? I could be diamond for all I know. I don't know. I could have climbed to diamond at this time, but instead I'm just playing unrated, and like I'm not really seeing any progress. You know. Talk about the battle pass. Should we talk about the battle pass? I like the battle pass. I think it looks really good. I'm already on tier 14, which is crazy to me because I don't feel like I played all that much. I kind of just plowed through these first tiers. I do love this first skin set though. Look at this skin set. I posted a clip to Twitter using this gun. I use the green version, but it has chromas too. The very first gun that you get. I think it just looks really good to me. I got the pink one. I think it looks great. Graffiti Bucky looks pretty good over here, or the aerosol or whatever. You like go through. I'm getting my Radiant points again, which feels good. This battle pass I think is worth it more than other battle passes. The other battle passes were all right. I actually like all of the skin sets in this battle pass. I think they all look great. As for like the other stuff in it, I don't really pay too much attention to this. This card looks kind of cool, I guess. But yeah, I just think like this entire battle pass is really well done. I'm really happy with just how Riot has done with episode 2 so far. They're definitely upping their game. I think the only struggle is that now they're setting the bar. Because like before it was like with the battle pass, I was like, okay, well like there's normally like a decent skin set. an all right skin set, and then like a pretty garbage skin set. You know, like you have like the hive mind. I wasn't a big fan of the hive mind, you know. And then in this one, they're just like, hey, these are all pretty good. Like, okay, that's sweet. So I'm gonna expect this from every battle pass now. I don't like the knife. I do like the knife. I think the knife looks great, but losing my first 2 placements, I think I lost. No, I won my first one. So I went 3-2 on my placements, and I placed gold 1 after being plat 2 at the end of the season. I D1 act rank, you know. So I also like how it didn't give me, so your Dorito from last act, although this is what my Dorito looks like, right? Like I only have like a couple diamond wins. I did get my D1 act rank. I did secure it with this last win. Pretty poggers. But the gun buddy that I got, which weirdly was taken off of my Oni Phantom, couldn't tell you why. Why did they take it off of me? It's like a full diamond, right? Where is it? Yeah, it's like a full diamond, which I like. They didn't do like a weird like Dorito style gun buddy where like it has different spots. They just gave me my full diamond one. So now I can just walk around here. Also, when I'm in like the loading screen, you'll notice I have it has my D1. So now I even though I was only kind of diamond act rank, I can still represent that I was like, dude, no, this is diamond act rank, no big deal. They're like, oh man, this guy was diamond act rank, what the fuck? I was just like, no, I was like barely diamond act rank, but you know, we take those. Is Riot trying to shift the ranks down? Because why else would they place people 3 levels lower than their past rank? This is just how placements work, dude. Because like, what if you're inflated? Well, think of all the people who are inflated. They just like they got carried up or whatever. I think this is why this is how all placements work. You're not gonna play your placements. It's gonna place you back in the exact same spot. You got to prove that you can climb back up. All battle pass skins are better than the Galeria set. That's not true. The Galeria set fucking slaps. Have you seen the dude? This set actually slaps. I'm gonna fight you on this. This Bucky looks freaking dope. Look at this Bucky. This Bucky looks clean. Actually, this is one of my favorite Bucky skins. We'll go to the Phantom. We'll go to the Phantom because I also own that. This Phantom's not bad. It's a very cheap skin too. It's like $875 or something. This Phantom looks dope. This looks good. I think this was the best Phantom until they started adding like the effect ones. Let's look at the Marshal. I think the Marshal, like it's may not be your style because it's got like the flowers and shit. I think the Marshal looks great. You can't see the Marshal skin in game. Yes, you can. No, yeah, I've used it for a long time. No, yeah. You absolutely can see it in game. It's so small. Not really. It's just on the hilt of the gun. It's not the size that matters, Lucas. It's how you use it. And I think they use their space very well. I think they do. If you guys are watching this talk, be sure to subscribe to the channel down below. Check us out on Twitch, where we have all these lovely people. And also, yeah, freaking have a good day, dude. Have a good day. Enjoy your act rank. Try it in ranked. Don't int my games, please. Yeah, do all the things. Check us out on TikTok. We just created how many? We have a lot of things. You could do our Patreon if you really want to like take part in like our Patreon games that we do every now and then. You know, you could like check out the Reddit. We go Reddit. Follow us on Twitter. You know, do all those cool things and follow Charlie D'Amelio. Yeah, Charlie D'Amelio on TikTok. Yeah, yeah, sweet.